Let's continue playing Phoenix Point. When we last left off, we have finally established our second base and have that up and running in Central America. We now know there is another base in South America, which might be a good idea to go for, except that both of our missions require us to try and go basically north and into there. So my theory is we need to start heading up and doing some area scans and get some more information. We also have other concerns. The mist is now spreading quite rapidly. This place is still not under attack. I keep checking it every now and then, but so far it's fine. However, this space is definitely going to be on the agenda soon. So, my theory is I think we're going to need to make another manticore, but we obviously don't have the resources right this second. We're quite close, but we're not right this second. This allows us to have two missions and spread our forces out a little bit. Have one base going down and explore this lot, the other base going up north and heading desperately towards those two missions. So, in order to facilitate that, we're also going to go and pick up a couple of troops for recruitment. So, I have 3 soldiers already set up. Let's move in. Speed the timer up a little bit. And we are going to trade. So, this is a lot of resources. I was hoping I'd be able to get away without doing this as much, but so this gives us more resources. I think we're going to take this, though, because we can take one more and be neutral. Alright, so we have 4 soldiers currently. Let's have a quick look at this one. What do you want for your last one? 600 points. 600 is a lot. They also don't have that much. Alright, I don't want to give up tech, but I feel that... How close are we? 615. Well, I guess we can't recruit there, so the only thing I can do is hope we can get some more scavenging missions. So let's move the 4 of them out to there. We need to explore these anyway, so... Okay, that might help. How much do you want for you? You want less. That is perfect for us, I think. Alright, so we now have 5 soldiers. If we check our personnel then, we can see that we have a couple of level 1s. We should probably equip them. 1 heavy and 1 trooper. Okay, I can work with this. Obviously, they've got Jericho-style equipment, which is fine. But we actually have some Jericho-style reloads, so that's not the worst. You're at maximum encumbrance with that. What's your other thing? You got a Jericho missile launcher? Okay, mounts are good. We'll have to try and work some way around that. But let's put you into the appropriate infrared clearance color. While you are level 1, although you look more blue than anything else because of the way the color palette works in this game. And you as well. Now see, that's infrared, kind of. Alas, who knows. Yeah, we did get some additional magazines. We are probably going to have to do some reverse engineering to get these people more on side, but I feel that 5 we can have a go with. So let's work our way around. And keep a rough eye on how everything else is going. Okay. Bacterium adhesive properties, thrives in wet spaces, so it does react negatively to oxygen. Interesting. So now researching the Pandoran colonies. Operatives have discovered hundreds of mummified bodies covered in a thin film of mucus. Tech -5. We'll allow them to study that. We lose 3 points from New Jericho support. Ultimately, they're the only people with us at this stage. We're the only people who've done a mission for them. Balancing those three is going to be awkward, but we got some more food out of the deal. We also could do with a new food production facility then, based on everything there. Okay, another base, which is fine. Let's go for... Actually, I know what we can do. We can go here. I know we got one there as well, which I probably should go to first. Alright, we'll go to there first.
Construction complete.
Nurse alerts our operatives to the presence of Colonel Badass, whose investigation seeks the US government he's funded. Open the briefcase. Okay, 60 additional research, and plus on that. Okay. And also, we've got a second base online, so that's sped up our research quite considerably. Okay, good. Let's head up to here, then. Do the last exploration up north we can do. Alright, we need to do an area scan, then. So, we'll move up as far as we can go. Area scan. Right, while you've done that, I guess what we want to do is head down and south, maybe? I don't know. We use up a lot of our material resources for this, so we might be in a bit of bother here if we can't find some additional stuff. So let's keep going. Alright, satellite uplink has now been done, so we can now get that up and running. Is there a way to just use the area scan right now? Oh, okay. Bases, they're at 1. They've obviously tried something. They're not under attack yet. But we found another point, so let's go and explore this one while we can. Oh, we finally found Disciples of Anu. Causing serious problems. Alright, we got a mutated worm infestation to get rid of. Okay, let's go for some equipment. You actually, I think we already established you don't have the encumbrance to do anymore. And you technically do. But I think we're going to have to leave that for the time being. Okay. Right, let's deploy and see what we can do. Okay, the Phoenix forces are here. Let's see what we can manage. This actually seems like a thin map, unless we are... Yeah, this is a very thin map. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Are there any weapon caches we can pick up? That's weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing any stuff we can actually just take. So let's... We could nab the high ground. Nabbing the high ground seems fun.
Executed.
Also provides us our will points back, so freebie. Okay, we can now see them all. Yep, literally worms. Oh, interesting. I don't know how much cover we need from these, so I'm going to assume we don't. Enemy spotted.
Advancing.
Oh, I'm still going to go with this. I don't like the term fireworm, but at least one of them's done. Let's position up and put an overwatch. So you can move out to there, get a shot on one of them.
Advancing.
Makes sense.
Identifying target. Threat eliminated.
Okay, move up, double pistol shot.
All I need is a clear shot. So close.
Oh, we might regret that a little later. We'll see. End the turn then. What do you do and how deadly are you? Good news is they appear slow. And they might be melee only, so we might have to suddenly... Yeah, we might have to suddenly get there, but let's see how this goes first. So,
All set.
good news, shouldn't be missing from there.
That's a kill.
Said shouldn't be missing from there.
We got them.
You also then have this to worry about as well, because that's not it.
I'm here. Hostile down.
Okay, lasers work.
All set.
Alright, let's head massively up top. Because the only kill
Preparing to fire.
is overkill. And we failed to overkill. Alright.
Moving to coordinates.
That means I'm going to use you for an overwatch here, because I don't know how bad these things get if they get to melee.
Overwatch.
But let's not risk it. I could go pistoleering. Yeah, I think this makes sense.
All I need is a clear shot.
And we could have a go. .30 virus. Should have waited till... I should have put closer range on that one. Alright, 4 of these left.
Hostile missed.
Alright, move you down. You have free reign on targets here, so let's go with the one at the back, I guess. Well, I mean, you're doing a thing. The thing so far has just not been very effective. Mind you, though, nobody else has been either.
Switching ammo.
Pistol watch. It's not just making them lose will points, which I suppose isn't the worst thing.
Taking aim.
Alright, one down.
Hostile down.
Two down, and... I mean, is it worth just... Nah, pistol earrings fine, I guess.
Yes. Target missed. Enemy down.
Alright, we dealt with some fireworms. No idea how bad those were or otherwise, but they were worms and they are now dead. Well, that feels worth it. Alright, back to the G-Escape, and we'll see what the disciples have to say for themselves.
Normally, when we encounter a potential ally, we first send the Apostle to the Onceborn to check them out. But I'm gonna break protocol to say thanks. Now listen, I'll be honest with you. The Exalted is the only one who has any real answers. Tobias West may be clever and Sanhedrin may sound great, but only the Exalted is dealing with the world as it actually is. She can lead us out of this mess. Give us lives worth living.
We'd like to know more.
If you want to work with us, you'll still have to deal with the hierarchy. Work your way up from the Apostle to the Onceborn, to the Keeper of the Threshold, all the way up to the Synod of Yearning and the Exalted herself. That's hard work. You'll have to earn the knowledge you gain. But trust me, it'll be worth it. And if the Synod gives you trouble, let me know.
Okay. Yes, we'll add that magazine in. Okay. Sirius being known as Apostle of the Onceborn, Servant of the Exalted has passed by our base. Not seeing. Looks like we started working way up the hierarchy of disciples. Okay. So I'm thinking here we want to probably get back to base and then see how things go here. Because we obviously want to shuffle out our soldiers, get some of them out of fatigue, get some restocks. So let's head back.
Complete.
Also have a check how the research is going. So we're an hour away from finishing those. Get some materials for that. We also get the Disciple of Anu with 7 hours, so we might as well put that up. And then we badly need some materials. Don't know whether that's the way we want to do this or whether we want to actually do some other bits and pieces, but we'll see. Alright. Yeah, I can't build anything at this point. I'm wondering whether we could get some manufacturing stuff up and running now. Good news is we can now build another Manticore if we can get up to that level again, and most of the other stuff is building quite quickly. Because we don't have a lot of materials right now. Still, I think our best bet is going to be to head down here and do some things. So let's do a personnel switch. So you're ready. Let's move off. 1, 2, and... yeah, might as well keep both heavies, I guess. I'm just trying to work out who we want to leave behind here, and I think we want to leave behind... We want to leave behind you, actually, one of our spare troopers. Actually, no, we'll leave behind our other heavy. And this is now the position where we would probably want a second transport, because that now means we've got a squad of 5 and a squad of 3 with S.T.E.V.E. So let's head down to here.
Research complete.
Alright, Pandoran colonies. Here be next step for total colony conquest of the Earth ecosystems. Specific mutations, which is why we see certain mutations predominant in different regions. Ooh, that's interesting. Which is interesting. Pandoran capture and containment. Oh, we're beginning the capture missions, are we? Okay, good to know. Alright, let's first off do an explore, then we'll do an area scan.
The disciples of Anu were a mystery. Where others saw devastation, they saw hope. Where others saw the end of the world, they saw a new beginning. Their leader called herself the Exalted, and she claimed to believe in humanity. She preached that the human soul was perfect, that the root of our problems was our insufficient evolution. The Pandora virus was a threat, but it was also an opportunity to change ourselves, to become better humans, to mutate. We knew that humanity needed to adapt. There was no other way to survive. The disciples offered a solution, but what was their end game? There was something beyond their hierarchies and their rituals. The Exalted had a secret.
I wonder about them a little bit. I'm curious to see how far that suspicion goes about whether they would... I don't know. It makes sense if they had something to do with this, but it depends how far that endgame has gone through. Obviously, the Phoenix has got 100 years of history. Who's to say the other societies don't? Anyway. Let's get this going. Exploration site. Weapons of the past designed to kill fellow human beings, not to withstand an endless, relentless alien mist. Senior Jericho, heroes worth remembering. So we can get a plus to one of our factions doing this. Okay.
You seem to be genuinely on our side, and everyone here at Synedrion really appreciates that. Please understand that we are cautious with organizations such as the Phoenix Project, not because we're trying to be obstinate, but because we've had some pretty terrible experiences that we'd prefer not to repeat. You know that I have high hopes for an alliance between the Phoenix Project and Synedrion. So my advice is this. What would be really helpful right now would be a more direct demonstration of your support. That could really win some hearts and minds.
Okay, so we're winning the hearts and minds of Synedrion.
At this moment, we have a couple of really important projects running. The sort that could actually change the future, like improving our mist-repelling tech, which may allow us to peacefully coexist with the new ecology, or deploying a new breed of modified plant to help us reclaim the planet for ourselves. Believe me when I say we've had a lot of debates about which approach is better, and there are some pretty opinionated factions forming. In any case, we're lacking enough people to support both projects at once, and it's a bit of a deadlock. So if you could lend a hand with one of them, that would mean a lot.
So we actually have the option here. I think we want mist repellers, in all honesty, because if we can actually stop the mist expanding, that might be what we want. Make our faces a little safer. or reclamation? I think the reclamation one seems more dangerous.
Zara will be pleased to hear that. She is one of the most passionate advocates of, well, some people would say the original values of Synedrion. But it's hardly that simple. She's part of a loose coalition called the Polyphonic Tendency, which advocates solutions that reject all hierarchies, all forms of domination. Nikolai, on the other hand, oh dear, I'm involving you in Synedrion drama, aren't I?
You are.
My apologies. Good luck with the mission.
Okay, so we have another mission then. Where is that one going to be based? Okay, that's not too bad. Although, I've just noticed that it is basically about to be there. Okay, that might actually be the next base that gets attacked. Well, let's put up an area scan. And let's head up to here. But I think what I'm going to do is we're going to pause here. And next time, we will do that mission. So, until then, folks.